Hello friends at home. In this video I will be doing your Unit 4 religion test with you. All of your friends are here in the classroom. They're being very quiet because they know we don't talk during a test. We are on the side that says Unit 4A and Unit 4B, and it has this gray Unit 4 test kind of squarish shape at the top. So the first thing I do is always the same. I take out a pencil and I write down my name. Make sure that you are writing your name nicely on the lines. I've still been getting some papers this week without names on them, and I don't understand why, so please make sure you're putting your name. So we're going to start with our focus here on this side where we are looking at the box, and we're plugging the words into the correct sentences. And I'm going to do the first one with you. Just so you kind of get the feel for how it goes, and then you'll do the other four on your own. I'll read them to you, but you'll have to decide the answer. So the words in the box, the first one says sacraments. Can you all quietly say sacraments?
Sacraments.
The next one says fruits. Can you all quietly say fruits? The middle word says Christians. Will you all quietly say Christians?
Christians.
This one says petitions. Will you all quietly say petitions?
Petitions.
And the bottom one says confirmation. Will you all please say confirmation?
Confirmation.
Fantastic. Now you're going to be very quiet as we go on this test. People who love and follow Jesus are called blank. Do we call the people who love and follow Jesus sacraments, fruits, Christians, petitions, or confirmation? I said I'd do the first one with you, so if you'd like to raise your hand if you think you know the answer, go ahead. Beckett? Christians. So you're going to write this word in your best handwriting, Christians. Make sure that you use an uppercase C because it is a proper noun. It uses the word Christ, which is another name for Jesus. And then it has M-A. I wrote Christmas, you guys. Where is my head?
Just write it off.
Don't do what I did, friends at home. Don't write Christmas. Chris. Oh, if you're talking, though, you're not following directions. So it's C-H-R-I-S-T-I-A-N-S. Christians. I apologize for writing Christmas. All right. Number 2. I think during our review, we probably repeated this 17, maybe 18 times, so you should all get this one right. Special signs of God's love are called blank. Are those special signs of God's love called sacraments, fruits, petitions, or confirmation? What are the special signs of God's love called? Circle it here and take a minute to write it on the line here. Number 3 says, our faith in Jesus Christ is made stronger in what? When do you get to confirm your faith and make it stronger? Sacraments, fruits, petitions, or confirmation? When do you confirm your faith and make it stronger? Sacraments, fruits, petitions, or confirmation? All right, taking a look at number 4. Number 4 says the blank of the Holy Spirit are signs that he is acting in our lives. The sacraments of the Holy Spirit, the fruits of the Holy Spirit, the petitions of the Holy Spirit, or the confirmation of the Holy Spirit. Choose the correct answer. Is it the sacraments, the fruits, the petitions, or the confirmation of the Holy Spirit? Write it on the line, and then sit quietly and wait for the next question. And the last one, prayers that ask God for things that we are needing. Serafina, please sit down. What do we call those prayers? Are those sacraments, fruits, petitions, or confirmation? Choose the last one. It should be kind of a gimme for you. Write it on the line. And when you're all finished, we'll move over here to 4B. All right, friends, so on this side, what we're going to do, we're going to talk about those different saints and people that we reviewed. I told you yesterday during the review it would be on the test. I will read you a little bit about the person, and then when you decide which person it is, the number next to the information I give you is what you'll write in the box. Okay, so we'll do the first one together to make sure you understand, and then you'll do the rest on your own, but I will read them to you. So the first one says, I wrote letters to the first Christians about loving others. So our choices are Nicodemus, the Holy Spirit. Mateo, please stop. Paul, the priest, or Jesus? Who wrote letters to the first Christians about loving others? Serafina? Paul. So because there's a number 1 next to that, I wrote letters to the first Christians, we find Paul over here, and in Paul's box we put a number 1. That tells us that Paul wrote letters to the first Christians about loving others. So everyone understands what we're doing on this side? Yeah. All right, let's go on to the next one then. Number 2 says, I asked Jesus how I could become a member of God's kingdom. Remember, this happened late at night. They actually snuck into the home to have this meeting because this person was nervous that other people might see him with Jesus. And he asked, how can I become a member of God's kingdom? Was that Nicodemus, the Holy Spirit, the priest, or Jesus? Who met with Jesus to ask how he could become a member of God's kingdom? And when you know, put a 2 in the box. All right, number 3 says, I promised to ask God to send the Holy Spirit. When it was time for this person to ascend into heaven, they said, don't worry. I promise I'm going to ask God to send you the Holy Spirit. Who was that? Nicodemus, the Holy Spirit, the priest, or Jesus? Number 4 says, I help you follow Jesus. Who helps us follow Jesus? Nicodemus, the Holy Spirit, the priest, or Jesus? Put a 4 in the box next to who or what helps us follow Jesus. And number 5 says, before Mass is over, I say a prayer of blessing. Who says a prayer of blessing at the end of Mass? Nicodemus, the Holy Spirit, the priest, or Jesus? Put a 5 in the correct box. And when you're done, flip your paper over. We've got some more to do. So on 4C, this part here, you're going to circle the best choice, okay? So the first one says, Jesus said that blank will help and guide us. Did he say, my people, Nicodemus, will help and guide you? Or did he say, my people, the Holy Spirit will help and guide you? If you think it was Nicodemus, circle Nicodemus. If you think it was the Holy Spirit, circle the Holy Spirit. Number 2, the water of blank washes away all sin. Is that the water of confirmation or the water of baptism? When do we use water, boys and girls? Confirmation or baptism? Number 3 says the Holy Spirit helps us to be. If you think the Holy Spirit helps us to be kind, circle kind. If you think the Holy Spirit helps us to be selfish, circle selfish. Number 4, an act of helping others can become a what? Can it become a sacrament or can it become a prayer? Now for the next 3 sections, I'm going to leave you to it. In this one, it says draw a picture of a person who helps you. And if you forget what to do, it says right there, draw a picture of a person who helps you. In this box, you're going to choose a fruit of the Holy Spirit, and they're all written there for you. Love, joy, peace, gentleness, kindness, patience, self-control. Circle one, okay, and then draw how you can use that. And then down here, write a prayer, a petition. Remember, petition is an asking prayer. Write a petition here asking God and the Holy Spirit to help you, okay? So friends at home, when you are finished, you can take a picture of both sides and upload it. And friends here in the classroom, when you're done, they can go in the tray. Bye, friends at home.